Hey everybody, this is Richard Myrick, the editor-in-chief of Mobile Cuisine. Wanted to reach out and just do a quick walkthrough with everybody of our new and improved website. We're going to be carrying on from what we've been doing over the past 8 years, but also providing some new content. As you can see, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be actually expanding on the amount of learning or the things that we'll be teaching at Mobile Cuisine. We're going to offer vendors the ability to buy or sell food trucks, post food truck jobs. For the food enthusiasts, they'll actually be able to get in and start reviewing food trucks as well as find food trucks that they may have a need for catering, so they'll be able to track you guys down and speak directly to you and trying to set up catering jobs for events or even weddings. We also have a new food truck supplier directory, and this will be specifically for those of you vendors who have a difficult time finding new suppliers, whether or not it's for food products, for beverages, uniforms, and even attorneys. And for the new vendor, we'll be providing a list of new commissaries in areas across the country so that they can get started on the right foot. So let's take a look at what we've got here. As you can tell, the new landing page is going to be a little bit different than our original setup. What we now have is we've got it broken down into 6 areas in which people will be able to jump into. The number one area here will be the Learning Center, and this is where you're going to learn how to start, run, and grow your food truck business. This is exactly what we've had in the past, but as you can see from the new Learning Center landing page, it's not just the old Mobile Cuisine. It also will include food truck news and a couple of new products that we've got coming soon, but aren't quite right. So what we'll do is we'll follow this video up with another announcement once both of these get launched. But as you can see, with the how-to food truck, we'll be able to start offering educational online courses for both food truck vendors and their staff members. And then the final thing will be hopefully within the next quarter, we'll be launching a new digital online magazine. And it's been something that we've been striving for over the last 8 years, just have never reached that point to where we were ready to do it. So for those of you that may be wondering, Mobile Cuisine really will not be changing much. As you can see from the new landing page, it's pretty similar to what we had before, but what we did was we tried to provide people better navigation to find the topics that they're most interested in. Of course, the landing page will have the most recent articles up, but not only will the navigation bar look similar, but we've done a few tweaks to help sort things out so that it's a lot easier for people to find what they're looking for. With food truck news, this is something that we've recently launched and we've found, a great appreciation from a lot of our existing readers. We used to post our articles off the wire on the main page, but now we've got this section that is specifically tailored to offering the latest in food truck news around the country and around the world, whether or not it's new food trucks, new food truck events, whatever's happening in the world of the food truck industry, we've got you covered, and it's easy enough to tap over to and find an article that may either be related to your area specifically or just find out what's going in the industry in general. So the next section is the buy or sell. This is pretty simple. If you click over to the buy or sell landing page, you'll see 2 sections, the food trucks for sale. Food trucks for sale is simply a classified section where people will be able to sell and buy food trucks, new or used, whether or not it's from an individual or from a builder or dealer. One added feature that will also be included is the ability to actually purchase towing vehicles, because what we've heard is people are having a difficult time finding vehicles that are set up to tow specifically for people who operate food carts. The Mobile Cuisine shop, just as it says, it's basically a place where you'll be able to come and buy Mobile Cuisine branded merchandise. Now, one of the things that we had issues with in the past was the software that we had provided for posting jobs. We think we have this down now, and what we're doing with this launch is we will be providing the ability for food truck owners to get your food truck jobs posted on the site, where not only will it be a place where you can find new employees, but where people who may be even looking to get on board a food truck before they start their own will be able to find internships or temporary work assignments where they can get a feel for what it's like to actually work on a food truck before they make the final jump into the industry. So let's scroll down a little bit. The Find a Food Truck is for more of the enthusiast. What it will do is give our readers the ability to work almost in a Yelp type setting where they can review food truck restaurants as well as food truck lots that are around the country to determine whether or not that's a spot where they want to go. We did some beta testing last year with this. A lot of people seem to enjoy it. So that is the new content that we're also adding is this. As you can see, very similar to Yelp, but what it does do is it is very specific to the food truck industry, specifically with the lots, food trucks, and food truck owned restaurants. Now, the food truck catering guide is where folks will be able to find food trucks to cater their events. Our members will have access to these jobs and will be able to go directly to the source to see if this is an event that you would have interest in, whether or not it is on a date that you already have open, or whether or not the head count is what it is. But it'll put you two people together and you'll be able to put a contract down and get your business growing. So the final part of the new content is the supplier directory and find a commissary. It all runs on the same application, but at the same time, it has two specific areas that we wanted to cover. The food truck supplier directory is where new and existing food truck owners will be able to track down food truck suppliers in their area. That could be an attorney, it could be an accountant, but these will be people who are specific to the food service industry, and it won't be something that you'll have to do a lot of additional research on. The Find a Commissary. Finding a commissary may be the biggest question that we're asked by our readers, and it's where can I find a commissary in my area? Once completed and people start sharing where their commissaries are located, we're hoping that this will be a complete and ultimate list of food truck commissaries around the country and even the world. Because in most cities and states, you can't get rolling on the street unless your food truck is associated with a commissary. So that's it. This is the new Mobile Cuisine, and we are very happy that we were able to share this with you. There are big changes, but at the same time, the content that we provide is going to be what you're expecting and what you've been used to over the last 8 years. Hope you enjoy.